Just open it up, and here is our connector. You can see the reads are definitely good. So that is the difference with the UASP turned on. Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be doing our storage series, and we're going to be taking a look at a dock from Inateck. This is a USB 3.0 to SATA6G docking station. So some really cool stuff here. Let's go ahead and open it up, and as you can see, here is the Inateck and the model number FD106C with UASP function, 2.5, 3.5 hard drives and SSDs, 4 terabytes. A lot of goodness. Let's flip it over on the back. Here you can see the actual docking station and what it looks like. USB attached iSCSI protocol. Support for even faster performance. Requires USB compatible host system. Enhanced radiating design, ergonomic design, yada yada yada. And compliant with SATA6G, 3G, and SATA 1.5G. So what does all this mean? So let's go ahead and take a look at the device first. Then we'll get into a little more of the information in here. So, put the dock aside. You get one of these. Haven't seen one of these in a while. Mondo big USB cables. And you have to plug this in because it has to have power. And then just a little piece of foam, I guess. So go ahead and take the box and put it aside. Alright, so let's take a look at this dock. Now obviously this is where that Mondo USB is going to plug into, and this is where your power is going to plug into, and this is the power for the docking station itself. So we just open it up, and here is our connector. Hopefully you can see that. Not a whole lot to the docking station, okay? But this is what it is. Alright, so what we're going to do, guys, let's go ahead, we're going to pause this video, we're going to get this set up, we're going to come back, we're going to check this out, and we're going to go over what some of these things mean. If you're not familiar with all these different SATA-Gs and iSCSI and all that kind of stuff, we're going to take a look at this. So we'll be right back, guys. Get this set up, we'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. So we've got this bad boy out, this docking station from Inateck. We've plugged it in, we've done our research, we've done our testing, so here are the results. Okay, first off, now I wanted to touch base real quick on something on the box that I left you guys hanging out with, and it is the SATA6G, and if we flip it over, UASP. And when it says here it's 3G and 1G compatible or compliant. Okay, so let's do a little splaining here. What you have to know is so there's different kinds of protocols for USB. You know, there's USB 3, USB 2.0, etc., etc. The glorious thing about this enclosure from Inateck is it supports UASP, which it actually stands for USB Attached SCSI Protocol. So the SCSI protocol is a little bit faster, and I'm saying a little bit. It's actually supposed to give you about a 70% increase in USB 3.0 speeds going through USB. So that's what makes this special. Not like any other docking station that's out there that are just plain old USB 3.0. This tries to give you about a 70% gain, and we see this. If you look, I have a previous video. What we're doing is we're actually testing a PNY SSD. It's 120 gig. We had it hooked up in a previous video with this SATA to USB 3.0 adapter. When we were getting 120, 130 writes and about 220 reads. You know, not terrible, but it was still what we got. So we plugged the same drive into the Inateck docking station and into the USB 3.0, and we ran this exact same test on the exact same drive. Now, we don't see a whole lot of performance gain for the writes, so let's go ahead and zoom in here, and I'm going to run this again, but you can kind of see where we're at. Actually, let me zoom in just a little bit more. So let's start the test up. Now, we are still seeing about the same write speeds as a regular old USB 3.0 connection, but on the read side, this is where we're seeing the pretty good gain. Upwards of 300 megabytes per second compared to like 230, 240 on the regular USB 3.0. So yes, this Inateck docking station is definitely better than just going regular USB 3.0. You are going to get a speed increase. That's what's really cool about it. Now, I do want to show you something though. We say all this, but from what I can tell, and I'm not a MacBook Air or MacBook genius by any means, and I don't profess to be, but there is a command in the terminal that we ran, and basically it's like IO-reg, and then we're piping it to a file that goes to the desktop. So what we want to do here is, I was sitting here saying, okay, so this is a UASP supported docking station. Well, I didn't know if my MacBook Air actually had that protocol that it could use on my USB drives. So I did a little internet searching, and there that terminal command that I entered, IO-reg, and piped it out to a file. So the file looks something like this. We can bring it up. It's big, it's huge, it's full of text. But the string that I needed to look for, which is IO USB attached SCSI, is not present in my text file with this drive connected. So what that tells me is my MacBook Air does not support the UASP over USB, so I am not getting the full benefits of this Inateck docking station. So with that said, this docking station is still faster than regular old USB 3.0. We saw it in the test with this connector, so definitely pretty cool stuff. I would like to see how this runs with a USB machine, or a machine that actually has the USB attached SCSI protocol available on its ports, and see if this actually does blister it much better. You know, like I said, if you read on the internet about what this gets you, is a 70% gain over a regular USB 3.0, and that's substantial. Now, like I said, we're not seeing it here versus our 3.0 test. We're seeing, you know, maybe 20% gain on read, not writes. We're not seeing hardly any changes on writes, and that's kind of where you want to see it. I mean, read, yeah, that's good, but writes you want to see also. So anyway, guys, my conclusion on this Inateck docking station is it is really good. It does give you, you know, its controller that it's got built in here is much better than just going standard USB 3.0. So if you're using this method for, you know, external drives or whatever, like getting those, what do you call them, just the regular old USB external drives, you're not getting the full power that you can get. If you just want to get like a regular old SSD drive like I have in here, just a PNY, and I'm just going to pop the top on this, and you'll see here. There we go. So I've just got a regular old SATA 120 gig SSD plugged into the controller in this, and I got a lot better performance on the reads. So yeah, this is bulky, and it is taking up some space because it lays down. It's not real heavy, but you know, some of the other docking stations that you see, they're just upright and vertical, where this one's laying down horizontal, and you know, it is taking up more space. But hey, it's nice looking. It does have to have its own power supply though, so that's a little bit of a bad thing. So yeah, I got another plug-in, but overall, a really good increase in read speeds over just standard USB. So I give this Inateck dock a thumbs up. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and check out the Inateck product via the links on the show notes. I'll have where you can pick this up. It is very, very affordable for a docking station. So actually, I'd have to say for its performance and its price point, it's probably one of the lowest priced, better performing docking stations out there. So I'd say Inateck's got it right. And again, if you had UASP on your machine. Now this MacBook Air is only like a year old. I kind of thought it would have that available, and maybe there is some way I got to turn it on. If you guys are know about this kind of feature, hit me up in the comments and let me know. Maybe I need some kind of toggle in here to get it turned on, but from what I can tell, plug and play wise, it didn't activate. It's not in my text file and my IO-reg output with it attached. So Anyway, again, if you like this video, thumbs up, subscription to the channel. Stay tuned. We've got a lot of storage videos coming your way. We're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff with some lot of cool storage tools. Hardware, a lot of good stuff. So stay tuned. Again, this is part of a series, so if you're watching and this is in the playlist already, just let it go. You're going to get to go through all of our good, glorious content on storage and storage tools and hardwares. So anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching and have a good one. Alright guys, welcome back. Just a follow up on this video on the Inateck docking station is I went ahead and upgraded my MacBook Air to Yosemite. I was not running the latest OS on my MacBook Air. It has one that had gotten by me. Once I upgraded Yosemite, I actually now see the UASP, as you can see here. If I go into About This Mac, System Information, Extensions, I find the I/O USB attached SCSI, and if you come over here you can say yes, it is loaded. So that is good. That is one way you can figure that out. Then also, and again we went into the system report here, this is also through the terminal. Running the I/O reg and piping it to a file. You can come down here and you can find the I/O USB attached SCSI is active in here as well. So I am good. Now, what does this mean for our metrics? And I can tell you they were looking a lot better. Now let's go ahead and run this again. Now remember, we were getting about 300 reads and about 120 writes. So let's see what this does. So we're off on the writes, and that's not really much of a gain on the writes. It's about 126 still, 127, so not a lot. Reads, we're getting more on the reads. We got 332, so the reads continue to go up. The writes, not so much. Writes are sticking right around 130, but you can see the reads are definitely good. So that is the difference with the UASP turned on. We get about another 30 megabytes per second reads and not a whole lot more writes, maybe 6 to 10 more megabytes per second on writes. So that's pushing this thing to the max, but I wanted to do just that and make sure we did the dock justice and had everything configured correctly. So anyway guys, with that being said, if you like this video, thumbs up and thanks for watching.